What's up, Savages? It's Wednesday. What's up, everybody? Bitcoin Jake is in here already. It's good to see that. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. I didn't see anything too crazy going on in the news. I don't remember what the actual Bitcoin price was and all that. I think it's like 6,500 still, so not too awful much going on. Last night we mined GoByte successfully on NVIDIA, but not on AMD, and I did not troubleshoot it very much at all. I looked at it for a few minutes after the stream and kind of just, you know, set my rigs back on what I need them on to mine and let it rock. But I will look at it. I've got it documented, you know, what the actual problem was and stuff, so I'll look at that and try to figure it out. If you're new to the show, I know I only have one viewer right now, I guess. But well, I got a few. All right, 3. That's good. But if you're new, what we do is we take a random. I have a list of 150 now, GPU, or what I believe to be GPU mineable coins, and we do a random number generator. We use Google, and we pick a coin or pick a number, and then match that up with the number of coin, whatever's in the list. Match that to our list. And that's what we actually mine. And tonight, or we go through all the steps. What I do now is I pre-record that part, and I'll show you something that's kind of strange, because this is the third time that this has happened. If you look right here, it's 2 through 150. Well, 150 is the last number, right? So this is the third time that that's happened, and it's kind of strange because I don't know. It seems odd that it would happen 3 times in only what 3 weeks that we've been doing this. So, but anyway, it ended up on 150, and it is ZER, ZER, which apparently is a pretty confusing name because there's lots of different ones out there. Zcoin, Zero Cash, I think is another one. There's several of them out there with that zero name. So. But I went ahead and started documenting everything. Let me show you my rigs real quick. I go through the Bitcoin talk. Let me show you what kind of hardware we're working with here. This is the AMD rig. Real quick for new viewers, just to make sure that you know what we're dealing with. And this is the NVIDIA rig. Let's head back over to actually you probably couldn't see that, right? Yeah, you couldn't see that because I'm showing you a video. Alright, anyway, I'll show you that in a minute. So I go to Bitcoin Talk and look up everything, you know, try to get a little bit of an idea of what you know, what we're dealing with. This is a it says Zero Cash protocol. It uses Zero Cash, and that kind of threw me off for a second because I thought that was their website, right? Because like I was saying, that zero name in there kind of throws it off or confuses it, you know, with other things. So you got the Zero Cash project, I think, or protocol, and then this one is not. That's not the right website. So I had to scroll down through here and figure that out. It's zerocurrency.com, I think, is the actual website. But anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. I do a little bit of research here real quick just to find out whether or not it's an active project. So I'll go to like the last part of the Bitcoin Talk thread and determine whether or not, you know, hey, is anyone even talking about this thing? Because this initial announcement thread didn't look that impressive to me, but they are talking about it. So you know, I think the last entry was something like yesterday or the day before. So not too bad. This is the Zero Cash website. Like I was saying, this was the first website that you run across on their Bitcoin Talk thread. Confusing, right? But this is just the protocol that it's using. So it took me a minute to kind of figure that out. I was like, okay, this is not working. So I think I go back to to, what's up, Yashnik? I go back to their Bitcoin Talk thread and figure it out pretty quick that like I'm looking at the wrong website here. So what's going on, everybody? Let's see. I got my Raven node synced last night. Okay, right on. I should have never stopped mining Raven. Like I said the other day. All right, so I go to CoinMarketCap. I look at what CMC has for them. I think it's 28 cents, 29 cents, something like that. It looks like they're kind of down today, but you know, it's a low cap alt, so kind of expect that. And here I'm still a little bit confused on the zero cash thing, but I work through it eventually. Probably could have sped this part up, but I'll just let it run. I don't think it took me very long to figure it out. Any crazy news today going on? Anything that I missed? What's going on in Aeon world, Yashnik? Anything good? Probably always stuff good going on over there. I need to get this. Let me fix this real quick. Move this out of that corner a little bit. All right, so eventually I figure it out. I just don't remember how long it takes. I didn't think it took me that long. I didn't look at the time on the video though. That's all right. So, but I did find out. See right here, I did find their actual website. So this is where I started making some progress. I'm like, all right, so now I'm on the right website, not on the Zero Cash Protocol website. How many miners do you have on the pool now, Yashnik? The last I checked, there were 57. So what you got going on now? Oh, I heard about that watch, Bitcoin Jake. I did. I heard about that. All right, so in the video here, I am generating a paper wallet so that we don't have to download any software, that we don't even have to check it for viruses or anything like that. This is just so that we can grab a receiving address. Don't try to steal this information. It's not a big deal because I'm never going to use this again. I'm just using this for this video and that's it. But I also saw on here how it's talking about security checklists and like you should download this and run the random number the random generator on a standalone PC and not online, which makes sense. But we got the wallet receiving address there, and if you go to, man, I want to say if you go to what to mine, I believe it says that the protocol is called. I'm gonna forget. I think it was Zhash, maybe Equihash 0. That's what it was. But I think that's just was it 1479, something like that. I have it written down somewhere, but we'll get to that in a minute. 76 miners now, huh? Seriously though, like once Crow did that video on Aeon, what kind of a bump did you get from that? Because he's got like, I don't know, 60,000 subs or something like that. I don't know how many views that particular video had. Most of his viewers aren't miners at all. But what kind of a pump? Did you see something like right away, like a good little pump? I was curious about that the other day. So just go through a little bit more of the features. Honestly, I mean it's it's got some privacy utility to it, but I did not see anything in here that really stood out as though, hey, this project is doing something really different or really great. I didn't see it. Maybe I just overlooked it, but you know, it's kind of like one of those things where they're working on stuff that's already been done, you know. But we'll see. I mean, I'm sure that there could be some type of breakaway for that, but you know, some type of a, you know, breakout coin eventually, but I don't know. I just don't see it. Yeah, I think, okay, so I stopped right there. So let's see what we got going on here. Get rid of that. All right, so this is where I got to. I hadn't even written down the miners yet, but it is an Equihash algorithm. And man, I want to say, where did I see that at? I know I saw it somewhere. Oh, was it on my list? Probably. Let's see here. Yeah, Equihash 192_7. I don't know 1927. I don't know if this is maybe this. I don't know how this works. Maybe one of y'all can tell me. I'm thinking that it's just a like what to mine has like a nickname basically for this particular version of Equihash. I think that's the way that works. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but so let's go to all right. So for NVIDIA, since it's Equihash, we can use the EWBF miner. And then for AMD, we can use the LOL miner for Equihash. So we'll head over to Simple Mining. And we will go ahead and, so we'll start with, well actually I'll start by showing you what I'm mining. I'm mining Aeon and Loki still. That's where I'm at. I would be mining both of them on Aeon, but the AMD is just not great. This LOL miner, just the hash rate, it's about half of like a 1070. Like a an RX 580 gets, I mean it's a little bit more than half, but as far as hashes per second, I could probably do it and I could probably get away with it and I'd probably be okay with it, but it seems like not a good move. It seems like it would be better to mine something a little bit more profitable on the AMD side. Anyway, so let's go to group config, add a group. We're going to add EWBF right here. And we're going to say ZER is this ticker. And then we'll go Equihash. It was 192. 1927. Oh, and we need a pool. Shoot. Yeah, I forgot. I already found a pool, but I didn't show y'all. One of the pools was right here. I believe that this one will be fine. I mean, it's got a lot of workers on it, you know, so I think we're good here. We'll go to start, and they've got a nice little, only a few coins that they have on their pool, so that's kind of neat. But if you click on 0, we'll just go through here. See, they call it Zhash, right? Or no, that's the EWBF miner for Zhash. Got it. 1927 Equihash. Okay, great. So here's the string. It's Equipool. We'll just copy that and we'll try to use it. We'll see if it kind of matches up with what's in Simple Mining. So let's throw that over here. This is for NVIDIA. Alright, and then we'll grab the pool, the Stratum North America. That sounds good to me. And then also the port. just a rig is all I got, so we'll go with 50023. Go ahead and put that down there, 50023. Put the port or the server URL down there. Alright. Looks pretty good right here. So let's grab this. My mouse has been messing up a lot. Alright. What are we talking about over here? What's poop? Alright, so go back over to Simple Mining. We should be able to just paste that in there. This miner wants algo at the beginning. We'll see what we come up here. I don't know. Probably will work like this. I am going to let it rock just like this and just see. But we got to change our address here. User, let me zoom up on this a little bit here. Actually, let me go grab the address first. And then we'll zoom up. Alright. So you see right here there's a space in between there. Highlight this. Insert. We can give it the worker a name. In this case it's the Kessel rig. And that's just my naming convention there. It's all Star Wars related. And then we'll click, actually let's copy this. And then we'll click add group. Zoom back out. Go over here to rig list. And then we got to assign that group to the rig. I didn't finish the name of it, but that's okay. Did I do that right? No, I didn't click save. Alright, so reload. And then it's this rig right here, so you should see that restart. Oh, LOL miner? Yeah. I think it's also just the technology though, because you know, Equihash, the way that it uses the algorithm, I think is just more suited, better suited for NVIDIA than AMD. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that they can make it more efficient. There's probably something they can do, but you know, it's always been like that. Where you know, some algorithms work great on AMD, some of them work great on NVIDIA. So just something we kind of have to deal with. So it did already reboot or reload. I didn't reboot. Go over here and look at what's going on. All right, boom. We got accepted share already. Now, clearly, this particular algorithm is a lot different than, say, Aeon. You know, because Aeon, I was getting like 1,200 souls, 1,250, somewhere around there. So I would have to really look at this and see if that's normal. It might be for this particular version of Equihash. So let's go ahead and we are successfully mining, so that's a done deal. So I'm going to put this back where it should be on Aeon. So let's get that back over here. And then let's try to do AMD. So we go to group config, add a group. We're using LOL miner for Equihash for AMD. Alright, and I think that we will, let's see, it's different miners, so what we'll have to do is we'll have to look at, whoops, let me grab this real quick. All right. Pool. Port. All right, so I'm just gonna, let me zoom up here. Fix that. 50023 for the port. I'm thinking that this is going to work right here. If we go like this, user, we got to go back out and get our address. Go in here, paste that, make sure we got our spaces right, change password to just X. Probably doesn't matter. I'm sure XXX would work as well. It's one of those things where you just, you know, it's, you always do it a certain way, so you just, no matter what, you still do it that way. It's kind of funny. All right. Let's see if this is going to work. Copy that. Add a group. And then we'll go back to rig list. We'll assign the AMD rig to that new group. We'll reload because the miner is already installed. And then we will look at the console there. Let me switch over back here. Already restarting, good to go. And you're gonna be able to see like really quick. You saw what actually, yeah, you know, there's no telling how this one's gonna actually handle this particular version of Equihash. And I suspect that it's gonna be half of what we saw. So we saw a total of what, 130, 120 souls, something like that. So let's see what this one actually does. There you go, good. It says it's configured to mine 0. So putting that ZER for the coin was the right move. So that's good. All right, new job received. It's on the pool, so that's good. Oh, we didn't put a worker name in there. We probably could have. We probably could have put a dot and then named it, you know, whatever our worker name was, so that we can go to the pool and actually, you know, figure out which rig is which. Okay, it said, that's funny. Detected that device 1 is stuck. So what does that mean? Authorized worker, LOL miner, detected that device 1 is stuck. I hadn't seen that before. I don't know what that means. I would assume that maybe one of the GPUs didn't come up or something. Let me shut this rig down. I'll shut it down and boot it up from cold boot here. See if it makes any difference. All the fans are running, so it should be good. You're gambling, Bitcoin Jake? What are you gambling on? I used to play poker all the time. I haven't played in a really long time. All right. We would probably have to look this error up on like Simple Mining Chat, or actually we could go to the LOL Miner Bitcoin Talk thread probably. and search there to actually look it up. So you're on, is it like a blockchain site that you're gambling on, or are we talking like real dice? I'm assuming that you're talking about on online in some way. All that looks pretty normal there. No configuration file found. That might be normal, that part. And let's see. Oh, Fortune Jack is the site. Okay, gotcha. I got you. That's cool. I said the other day in the stream, I believe it was in the stream, that you know, I really feel like the gaming industry is probably going to be, you know, a catalyst for adoption of blockchain technology. It seems to always go that way, you know, with technology. It's always going to be like, you know, gaming or some other type of thing that would, you know, propel whatever this technology is. You know, it did the same thing with GPUs and you know, all that. So, oh wow, check that out. So, is that more? I think that's more than what the NVIDIA rig was getting. Let's go back over here. I'm going to reassign this back to. Oh, this is a pretty good little test here, because I want to see if, I want to say that I saw this one at like 100, maybe it was 130 or something. I don't know, I don't remember. How many different mining programs does Simple Miner support? Well, I don't know exactly like the count, because they're constantly updating it. If you go over here to changelog, you can see right here they are super active with implementing new miners, but they have a pretty hard and fast rule that they don't just update every miner, or they don't, you know, get every miner that's out there into simple mining, because the developers actually leave them in there for backward compatibility for people that need to use them, right? So it becomes a mess, right? If you have every miner that ever comes out still in here, it becomes a real mess. And not only that, but you know, there's always like a miner can come out to mine a specific coin, and it's super profitable for a day, but then they put it into simple mining, and then now all of a sudden it's not as profitable. Now there was all this work to get the miner in there, and it's not even used anymore because that coin's no longer profitable, right? So they have some rules, you know, some little guidelines that they use, and I think it works out pretty well, because they don't gum up the system, so to speak. You know, they do a good job of validating which miners they should be using based on, they have like a voting thing over here, vote feature, so you can vote on different things, like you can vote on you know, different types of miners and stuff like that whenever they put them in here. So it's actually pretty cool. But as far as what they have now, let's look real quick. I mean, this is a list of all of them that are in there. And they're not actually installed on the image at first. They're only installed once you assign it to a rig. Then it'll go out to the website and grab it and pull it down, and off you go, you know. So like if you were to look at your miner folder, miner_org folder on Simple Mining, like mine, because I just imaged them, might only have 2 or 3 different folders in there. It won't have all of these. So they do a good job. I was surprised that they got Prog Pow on here, you know, but there was a lot of people in the chat and stuff like that that were talking about it, so they got it on there, and that's only for 1 coin, right? So Bitcoin interest, I believe. So they did add it, you know, upon request. So but they do a good job. There's a lot of miners in there. There's a way of adding unsupported miners. It's a little bit difficult, you know, if you're not good with Linux and stuff like that, which I'm not, but I figured out how to do it a little bit. I'm not great at it. I'm probably going to do a video on that at some point in the future. Adding an unsupported miner to simple mining. So let's go back to rig list here. Yeah, okay, so, well, don't forget though. All right, see, I was talking earlier about Equihash and LOL miner being worse than EWBF as far as Equihash goes, but this rig is 11 GPUs and this rig is 6. So you know, technically it should be double this one right here, and it's only just a little bit more. So, all right, so it's 10 o'clock. I know we got to go. See y'all next time.